Hello all and welcome to Music Minute, the hot theory guide to learn those extra concepts the right way, brought to you by StevenJax.com. My name is Steve, and today we're going to go over something called chromatic transitioning. It sounds a little bit like this. Chromatic transitioning is all about using the chromatic scale in an interesting way. For those of you that don't know what a chromatic scale is, let me talk about it really fast. The musical octave can be divided into 12 separate notes. Those 12 separate notes can then be subgrouped into groups of 7, 6, or 5, giving us things like the major scale, the minor scales, the whole tone scale, the blues scale, and the pentatonic scales. But if you were to take all 12 and actually play them all together, you would get the chromatic scale, and it looks like this. And here's what the chromatic scale sounds like. Now that we're all on the same page with the chromatic scale, let's see how to use this as a transitioning figure. Let's pretend you're in the middle of a chord progression going 1, 4, 5, and 6. Or if you're in the key of C, this is C going to F to G and then A minor. Here's what this chord progression sounds like. But then you want to finish it off by using a flat 3, going to a 4, going to a 5, back to 1, and ending with that authentic cadence. Here's what the second half of this chord progression sounds like. And just for good measure, let's play all 8 chords together. Now, going from a 6 to a flat 3 is very strange in a major key, because flat 3 really doesn't exist. For those of you playing at home, we could say this is a Neapolitan function, but we're not going to 2, are we? So instead of abruptly going from that 6 chord to the flat 3, we can smooth the transition by using a chromatic passage. Here's that 6 to flat 3 on staff paper. And here's what you get if you throw in a little bit of chromaticism. You see how it smooths it over with a little bit of chromaticism in there? Pretty cool, right? In this way, you can use a chromatic scale to connect any 2 chords. Technically. That's right, any 2. Technically. This tool is useful for things like modulation, or connecting one section to another section with a little bit of transitioning going in, or kind of whatever you want to connect and smooth over. It's kind of the blur tool in Photoshop for music. And just to illustrate this a little bit further, here's a piece that has a lot of weird chords, but the chromaticism helps a lot to connect them. Enjoy. Thanks for watching this week's episode of Music Minute. If you have any comments or questions, or you have an idea for a future episode, or if you like going down a scale one step at a time, you can let me know on Facebook, the comments below, or directly email me at my website, StevenJax.com, and don't forget to subscribe for more Music Minutes.